I've been having an absolute blast, no pun intended, playing the Fallout 4 Next Gen update, but it appears that not everyone is in the same boat. Many people are giving Bethesda a lot of heat right now because of this update, and there's a number of reasons why. Obviously, the very first one that I just want to very quickly go over is the mods. Yes, this update broke a lot of people's mod lists, but honestly, I'm getting to the point where I just have zero sympathy for it at this point. If you mod your games, turn off auto updates. It really is that simple. So I'm not even going to bother covering that part. But something that I do think is justified, and actually I think a lot of the heat is justified here, we'll talk about it obviously, is that a lot of people were expecting more from this update. I never bothered reviewing this update myself because it was just an update. There wasn't really much to review. It's not like it was a brand new game. But I did keep on saying leading up to the release that as long as this update fixes the Boston crashing, I would be happy. And thank God it did just that. My game is now fully fixed. I'm experiencing absolutely no stutters, pure 60 FPS on both my Series X and S now, even in downtown Boston. And again, it just has been a complete blast. You can even see the footage of me playing a very mildly modded Fallout 4 playthrough on my Xbox with the next gen update in this footage. But again, I can understand why people expected more. This update took a very long time to come from its original announcement. It was even delayed, although that delay was probably just so that it could release near the Fallout TV series, but due to all of that, it does feel kind of lackluster. I, for one, am very disappointed in two things: that we didn't get an official photo mode or an FOV slider. Both of these things just seem very minimal. It really just wouldn't take all that much work to add in an FOV slider, I know that for a fact, and I don't think that it would take all that much effort just to copy and paste Fallout 76's photo mode into Fallout 4 and tweak it a tiny bit. I love taking pictures in my games, so yeah, this was kind of a kick in the teeth for me, but oh well, again, they fixed the game, so I'm personally happy. And I have just realised that about 2 hours of the footage I've recorded is for some reason corrupted, so you're going to have to look at old footage for the rest of this video. I apologise for that, I have no idea what happened. But anyway, the thing is, I think people were expecting way more. Like, leading up to this update, and even during the months when we had, like, no idea what was going on with said update, I kept seeing people on Twitter or Reddit, and even my own comment sections, saying things like they can't wait to see what new quests get added, and see how improved all the graphics are, and all things that Bethesda never actually said that they were doing. So I do think that a lot of this outcry is, again, mostly from people who just don't turn off auto updates on their modded games for some reason, or people who were just expecting way too much. Like I just said, I could completely understand why some people would be upset that they didn't do a little bit more with this update, since this is very like the final big update that Fallout 4 ever has. You know, unless they release like an update that fixes some of the issues, and that just brings us to another reason why Bethesda are taking some heat right now. This update came with bugs. Of course it did. Look, of course, personally, I can only speak for myself and say that the only new bugs I've seen are, I think, 3. The weird red symbol that pretty much everyone has had, and I had a weird lighting glitch that made water bright purple. Unfortunately, again, that footage was corrupted, I apologise for that, but I did fix it just by restarting my game once, and I haven't seen it since, and that was like 10 hours of playing ago. The final bug that I've had in my game is crashes on my Xbox X, and I did also test this on my Series S, and the same thing happened. Whenever I try to enter the Charlestown Condo Creation Club home, the game just outright crashes, and I don't know why. But besides that, I've genuinely been having such a good time with this update. For me personally, this update has been really positive. It feels great to be able to actually play Fallout 4 on a console again without stressing about crashing and downloading 100 different mods just to get the game to actually run well. I played vanilla survival for like, I don't know, maybe 10 hours, and then I switched to a new modded character, and I've played that for around 5 or 6 hours, I think. So yeah, about 15, 16 hours in total, and I'm having fun in Fallout 4 again. I've always loved Fallout 4, but again, for a good number of years, it just wasn't playable for me at all. And I, for one, am super glad that I can finally play it again. If you ask me, I do think that Bethesda will hopefully soon release a quick patch to fix some of the issues that I did just discuss. With how huge the Fallout franchise is right now, I don't think that they're going to just leave their biggest game in somewhat of a buggy state. even if most of this stuff is ignorable for the most part. But I do think that the big thing we need to take away from this is simply the fact that, hey, the next gen update finally released, and it improved so much of what made Fallout 4 so difficult to run for so many people. Many of us can actually play the game now, and that's the highlight for me. Anyway, look, we are going to wrap up here. Just a very quick update before we go and we end the video. I know my uploads have been really lacking recently, guys. I apologise massively. I've been really busy on top of my mental health not doing so great. If you're on the Discord, you'll know exactly what I mean and what I'm talking about, but I am doing much better now, and life seems to have slowed down a little bit, so hopefully we will be back to regular uploads from now on. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave it with a like. Of course, let me know your thoughts on this next gen update in the comments below, and if you do want to stay fully up to date on absolutely everything Fallout, consider subscribing because we cover all of it over here. Lastly, as always, a huge, massive thank you to all of our channel members for the support. It means everything, guys. But with all of that said and done, thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time. Peace.